Prince Harry's even got more problems on his plate ahead, of course, of the Invictus Games in Canada. But what could possibly be going wrong now? Let me explain. Good to see you. Thank you so much. It's always difficult, isn't it, when you're planning, we'll have a lovely way, when you're planning another trip and you have all those worries, don't you, about what you're going to do, how it's going to work, that sort of stuff. The Invictus Games in Canada, as I've said many times, I wish all the people taking part all the very best in Canada. I hope you have a wonderful Games, because it is a spectacular event for those that truly are afforded that, respect. I just sort of think they're a terrific bunch of people who do so much to inspire you. If you watch them, you kind of think, wow, what am I moaning for? Look at what they're doing. And it's just the dedication, isn't it, in their chosen sport. You think, you get up and do this every day. I know, I feel I've had exercise changing the TV, don't you? Yes, you do. This is a thing, absolutely. Now, there's a big problem, as you can imagine, for Prince Harry. We're not just talking, of course, about the visa looming with, of course, President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. That's not looking good at all. I'll tell you more about that soon. But what's fascinating now is this. You see, Harry, as you know, sees this as his sort of life's work, even though it was put together by His Majesty the King, his elder brother, and of course Catherine had a big part in this too. Now here's where it gets even more interesting, because as you can understand, if you are Prince Harry, you want the focus to be on the Games. But we've been told, and I've passed this on to you, as you know, chums, that he doesn't want to take this on anymore without her by his side. You see, what people like that do when they ostracize you from everybody else, family, friends, that sort of stuff, you feel in the end that you can't do anything without their guidance, because they're now the only person you can turn to. And one might suggest, of course, that Harry, well, clearly is doing that. But here's where it gets fascinating, because a very good source out at Invictus has apparently sent this missive back to both Harry and the team. You see, we all know this now, but look at this video. The video now that's caused such a controversy over here and around the world, with Meghan Markle seemingly begging, of course, for merchandise to give away to look good on camera. Very strange situation when you look deeper into the video. But again, here's the problem. You see, Meghan apparently was planning to get very sort of busy on Instagram to help promote the Games, the things that she would be attending, thoughts, maybe meeting people, stuff like that. But they have already very politely, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, pointed out that they have their own production team, press, PR, communications team, and they will be taking charge of that. Now, where it gets really interesting is, as I told you the other day, Prince Harry cannot control his out of control wife. They had a huge tiff about this particular video, him pointing out the backlash. He could see what was coming. She wasn't having any of it, as you can imagine. Now, the Invictus Games, and this is pivotal really to this particular point, this needs to work for Harry on a positive note. He needs to come away glowing, not having controversy around a video that Meghan may post up goofing around with some of the contestants or something like that. Now, whether he can control that remains to be seen. But apparently, according to that source, Harry says that they're there to support in every possible way. Well, we've seen how that support can go. It can spectacularly backfire. Everything from, of course, the cooking show video to writing in the sand. But either way, Meghan likes to do things her way. And there's no way that she's going to be playing the shrinking wallflower in the background while Harry takes the spotlight. So Harry better take that iPhone off her, or else he could be looking at yet another disaster in the midst of something that he truly needs to go incredibly well. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.